In a small town in America, there lived a boy named Ethan. Ethan was an exceptionally bright student. His teachers praised his intelligence, and his parents were proud of his sharp mind. However, Ethan had one major flaw. He didn't use his time wisely. Instead of focusing on his studies, he spent hours playing video games, chatting with friends, and indulging in unnecessary distractions. His parents tried many times to explain the value of time to him, but Ethan couldn't grasp how precious it was. He always thought, "I have plenty of time. I'll do everything later. For now, let me enjoy life." One day, his school announced the annual exam results. This time, Ethan's scores were far below average. His teachers, who once praised him, were now disappointed. His friends, who used to admire him, started to distance themselves. When Ethan returned home, he saw his parents looking at his report card with disappointment. For the first time, he felt a deep sense of regret. He was angry at himself, but didn't know how to change his habits. That night, feeling lost, Ethan went to his grandfather, Robert, one of the most respected and wise elders in town. Sitting beside his grandfather, Ethan shared his troubles. "Grandpa, I don't understand why I failed this time, even though I'm a good student," he said. His grandfather listened carefully, then smiled and said, "Son, the problem isn't that you're not a good student. The problem is that you've taken time for granted. Time is precious. If used properly, it can lead you to success. But if wasted, it will pull you back." Confused, Ethan asked, "But Grandpa, we always have time, don't we? I can always use it later, right?" His grandfather became serious and said, "No, son. Time is like a river. Once the water flows past, you can't bring it back. Let me tell you a story that will help you understand the value of time." Ethan nodded, eager to listen. The story of William. A long time ago, his grandfather began, there was a wealthy businessman named William. He had everything: huge houses, luxury cars, and a successful business. But William had a bad habit of wasting time. He woke up late, spent hours on entertainment instead of work, and always postponed important tasks, saying, "I'll do it tomorrow." One day, an old wise man visited William's office. The old man said, "Sir, you have everything, but you are wasting your most valuable treasure, time. If you don't use it wisely, one day you will regret it deeply." William laughed and dismissed the warning. "I have plenty of time. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want." The old man cautioned him, "Don't take time lightly. Even the greatest men can fall if they waste it." But William ignored him. Years passed. William grew old. His health declined, his business suffered, and he lost his wealth. His friends abandoned him, and he was left alone. At that moment, he realized the truth. He had wasted his most precious resource, time. He tried to find the wise old man to seek his advice, but the man was nowhere to be found. William regretted his actions, but it was too late. No amount of money or power could bring back the lost years. In the end, he understood that time is the real treasure. Hearing this, Ethan was deep in thought. For the first time, he realized how much precious time he had wasted. He turned to his grandfather and asked, "Grandpa, can I still change my life by using my time wisely?" His grandfather smiled and said, "Of course, son. The wheel of time never stops. If you start using your time wisely today, nothing can stop you from achieving success. But remember, never postpone important things to tomorrow. Do what you can today." That night, Ethan made a decision. He would no longer waste his time. From the next day, he created a schedule for himself. He woke up early, focused on his studies, and avoided distractions. Gradually, his efforts paid off. His grades improved, and his teachers noticed his dedication. His friends started respecting him again. By the next exam, Ethan topped his class. Years later, he became a successful businessman, inspiring everyone with his disciplined lifestyle. Whenever people asked him about the secret to his success, he would always repeat his grandfather's words: "Time is the most valuable treasure. Use it wisely, and you'll achieve success. Waste it, and you'll regret it." The value of time for all ages. Ethan's story teaches an important lesson. Time is a gift that should never be taken for granted. While this lesson is often taught to young people, it is just as relevant for those in their later years. Many seniors, after retiring, feel that time moves too fast or that they wasted their younger years. But the truth is, it's never too late to use time wisely. Retirement can be a golden opportunity to pursue passions, connect with loved ones, and make meaningful contributions to the community. Many people take up new hobbies, learn new skills, volunteer, or travel to places they always dreamed of visiting. The key is to make each moment count. Just as Ethan changed his life by managing his time better, anyone can do the same, at any age. Whether it's staying active, spending quality time with family, or accomplishing lifelong goals, the way we use our time shapes the quality of our lives. So let Ethan's story be a reminder. Don't wait for tomorrow to do what you can today. The best time to start using time wisely is now. The best time is now. Ethan's story is a reminder that time waits for no one. Whether you are young or old, how you use your time today will determine your future. Don't let regret catch up with you. Start making the most of every moment now. Take action today. Check mark. Set one goal you've been putting off and start working on it. Share this story with someone who needs a reminder about the power of time. Leave a comment below. What is one thing you wish you had started earlier? If this inspired you, don't stop here. Watch our other videos on personal growth, subscribe for more life-changing stories, and take control of your time starting now. Blast off!